opening sound, introduction, followed by an attempt to subvert expectations, leading to pushback on the intro, petty argument, comment designed to derail the conversation, and we're in it, baby. Bad boy crimes.
Hard
another
cut
banger
to a
in the
crime
books.
nobody asked for. Yeah,
Another
that
banger
really is
in
the formula,
books.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Some meta commentary about the podcast, coming up with the name of the podcast during the episode.
Yeah.
What else are talking about a Dak Shepard movie for? It's the same one. It's not like we talked about a different one.
Yeah. We should, because his entire catalog, nothing but bangers. This was, throw a little love to Zathura every once in a while. A space adventure. Honestly,
I never saw that one.
Honestly, in my personal opinion, it's better than Jumanji.
Better than Jumanji, you say?
Better than Jumanji. All the original and the Dwayne The Rock Johnson with Kevin Hart and Jack Black.
Kevin Hart.
Thomas Jacob Black.
Honestly, I didn't see the second Jumanji, but the first one was kind of good,
I think they're both decently respected. I haven't seen either of them, but I know Zathura is better, in my personal opinion.
You know it's better.
I know it's better. It's in my heart.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
You seem like you're busy. You're wrapped up in something.
No. I'm definitely not trying to load up Luck Be a Landlord.
It's definitely a real fun time. That. I was waiting for you to join the call. I was playing Chips Challenge from 1994. That game's a banger. You ever played Chips Challenge?
What's Chips Challenge? I need to turn off the music on Luck Be a Landlord. This is too distracting.
Yeah.
I don't know what to get. I don't know.
How old is Chips Challenge? Just tell me. 1989. Oof.
That was a good year, right? I don't know.
Nobody knows. You're like this little guy, and you walk around and you got to pick up microchips, and then some microchips are behind locked doors, so you got to pick up the red key, go to the red door. It's a microchip.
This is an old ass game. It looks pretty good for 89 though.
It's fun.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
The box art looks interesting. Chip looks like they should have had Chip from Chip's Challenge to Smash.
Honestly,
they should do an Atari version of Smash Bros. Where it's just random. What are other Atari characters?
Cubert,
the Atari Lynx.
Pac-Man.
That was a handheld.
Is Cheetah Men? Is that Atari? You know Cheetah Men?
Cheetah Men. I
have no idea. Cheetah Men.
They have asteroids. You can need the. Would I? Is it
look up the Cheetah Men?
Like a story game?
Look up the Cheetah Men and tell me that that's not your new favorite video game.
The Cheetah Men. Oh man, yeah. All right. Okay, that's not my favorite. Why are they like furries?
Yeah, they're like furries.
Kung Fu cheetah furries. What? Why would this be my favorite game?
You're that type of guy, to be honest.
No, there's people in the Doug Zone who are actually furries. That's not me.
You're this type of guy. I'm not saying you're a furry. I'm just saying you're the type of guy to like Cheetah Men.
I don't. Does it have a good story?
That I don't think so. But
dude,
I can't confirm. Okay, hit me with it.
Are you gonna get the new Pokemon game?
No.
When it comes out, really?
I would say there's zero chance of that happening.
Zero chance, damn.
I haven't purchased.
It's looking pretty funky fresh.
I haven't played a Pokemon game except Pokemon Unite like 5 times with you since Pokemon Silver. It's been a while.
I feel like now's the time for you to get back into it.
No, I'm getting into Origami King. Little Origami King yesterday.
Oh, like Paper Mario.
Paper Mario, yeah.
Paper Mario and the Origami.
Paper Mario.
Oh man, he missed out on the good Paper Mario games.
I went to a McDonald's.
Although I hear Origami King's actually pretty okay.
It's nice.
They had
I don't know
Paper Mario toys. Oh no, they had it in the
they had like a little
play place like console things.
Yeah, they had like an N64 set up and a GameCube.
We used to be a good country or continent, I guess.
Good Earth, you know. It
used to be a real
Earth
place.
Used to be,
and now it used to be good. And now we can't play Paper Mario at McDonald's anymore.
Yeah, I feel like you know how the internet has just been like overrun with advertisers and corporations. You should play it; it's fun. I don't love the battle mechanics.
No, the battle mechanics, from what I've seen, are pretty silly, and I don't know if you'd really like the turn-based combat because I don't think you're a turn-based kind of a guy in like the original 2.
Yeah, I mean turn-based is fine. I don't love turn-based, but it's fine.
It's okay, yeah, and like there's stuff
in Origami King. It's like they don't give the Goombas a chance to hit you. It's like anytime they
because like the whole chance, it's more of like a puzzle of like trying to get.
Yeah, you got to line them up for those uninitiated.
Yeah, it's more of a puzzle game than like you're actually doing combat, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm still super early, but you got like the rings of Saturn, and on each ring is a Goomba. And then you get to move one of the rings. You rotate it. That's how it works.
That's
you gotta line them up.
It works.
They're funny games, though. Yeah.
Yep. And then you get them all.
Yeah, I saved Grand Sappy Tree. That's my Grand Sappy. Yeah.
Do they make jokes like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could go either way with Paper Mario because they're big on being a little silly.
They are being a little.
So I'm sure
silly.
You could really relate.
Yeah, and you got like
it was on like sale or something recently.
I'll tell you what is on sale. I just saw this. Sonic Frontiers 35% off at GameStop right now. Early Black Friday.
I saw that.
It Takes Two
I kind of
just came out.
I want to get Sonic.
It seems like it's bad.
It did.
I don't know. I saw one
It
trailer.
Takes Two? No,
It Takes Two.
Sonic Frontiers is bad, is what you're saying.
Yeah. It Takes Two is good. I tried playing with my wife, and she didn't like it, but I like it.
It seems like a little artsy-fartsy game for, like...
It's
the Gen Z crowd, or, like, damaged millennials.
Yeah, it's, it's like, it's a good way to put it. It's not Oscar bait, but it's like kind of, I don't know, Teen Choice Award bait.
It was video game Oscar bait, like when it was like video game Oscar bait. It got a lot of awards. And I never played it, so like it's very hypocritical for me to be like, I don't get why it did so well, but like I don't like. Actually, people who voted for it are wrong, and it's stupid.
It's good. It's a fun 2-player co-op. There aren't that many of those anymore. Like that, you have to play.
Oh yeah, no, I know it's.
And it's
you have to. I don't mind a game where you can like optionally do co-op, like Kirby.
Yeah. This one is...
Me and the GF had a grand old time playing Kirby.
Yeah. You might enjoy It Takes Two. You get a dad character and a mom character, and you get different...
divorce.
Yeah, exactly. And then you gotta, metaphorically save Christmas.
Yeah.
But like the mom gets different abilities than the dad, so you're doing two different things, and you got to cooperate together, solve puzzles, do little easy platforming challenges type things, and there's no consequences. Like nothing happens when you die, so you get to troll your significant other. You troll your significant other, like, I'll help you, and then you throw them to the abyss, and then they die.
Is that why your wife didn't enjoy the game? Because you kept doing that?
No comment. No, I didn't do that.
Sorry to put things together,
Anyway, It Takes Two, early Black Friday. Pokemon game, check it out, folks. What is it? Give me I'll give you 15 seconds to explain it.
The new Pokemon game?
Mm-hmm. It's 5 seconds.
You're in fake Spain. You're in fake Spain, and Mexico, there's like it's open world. Okay, all right. It's
time's up.
You're in Pokemon Spain. No, you're not even. You keep interrupting me. You're in Pokemon Spain. It's open world, and there's a time travel kind of gimmick to it. But that is like, kind of a spoiler because I'm talking about leaked information at this point. But also, like, if you're not an idiot, you can kind of figure out there's some time travel silliness going on based on everything that's been revealed in trailers. So,
I'm an idiot, so I
watch the trailers. Yeah.
I'm not.
Well, no, it's like when they first showed off the game, they show off the legendary dragon guys that you get. One's like they're both Ho-Oh. Like motorcycles, but one looks. Yeah, it's like Ho-Oh, but they're both motorcycles, and one's like an electric bike, and one's like just a ancient-looking lizard dude. And then they also show like the professors. Yeah, and then the professors. One of them's like a future guy, and the other's like a lady who's dressed like a cave person. And so, like, obviously, there's like a past and future thing going on.
Yeah, the Ghost of Christmas Caveman.
Very funny that if you type in Pokemon Scarlet Violet into Google, like it shows the little like blurb on the side that gives you a little information about the game. It says Toby Fox is the composer, but he only worked on like one song.
Yeah, but he's the best composer of all time.
Yeah, just give him credit for the whole game. Why not?
Did Toby Fox invent the game Temtem?
Temtem is...
I don't know what Temtem is.
No? Temtem's a Pokemon knockoff from, like, Brazil, I think. Temmie is, like, his friend who does art or something. But that's why, like, there's that Temmie character in Undertale. No, she does art for his games.
All right. I don't know anything about Toby Fox except he's the smartest man alive. He should be CEO of Twitter.
Why? Because Undertale?
Yeah.
Did you play Undertale?
Not really. I killed Toriel because she's the tutorial. And I was like, I get it. I see what you're doing here. It's a little wordplay.
Yeah.
Toriel.
I also killed Toriel because it was not like abundantly clear that you were supposed to run away from that fight. Because every fight before then, it was like you do a weird action to end the fight early. But with Toriel, you're supposed to just spam escape. And I was like, well, why? I didn't know you were supposed to do that.
I was told to play Undertale with no information. I was told to go in blind. And then I did that, and I played it like a normal game, and I just killed everybody. And then I killed Toriel. And then people are like, oh, you're not supposed to kill anybody. It's a pacifist game. And then I said, how about you kill yourself? And then I never played the game again.
You pacifist in your
pass
dick.
A fist through your face.
No, in your ass. There we go.
We did it. Got a little blue on the show.
Took a little minute. Yeah, we've never done that before.
Not
we like to
once.
Keep it pretty clean.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna see Black Panther 2 later today.
Ruth Conda forever.
Ruth Conda forever. I'm gonna say that during the film, and my girlfriend will get mad at me.
You gotta say it loud enough for at least one person you don't know to hear you. And film it. Put it on the Bad Boy Crimes TikTok. Yeah, that's right. I'm doing a little meta commentary to give you some work. It's all my meta commentary is, what if I did a new theme song every week?
And this one has been really good. The new one for this week.
The new one that I definitely made and is great. Honestly, the best one I've ever done. Sounds like it was made by RZA featuring MF Doom.
Sounds like it was made by Toby Fox.
Yeah, it does.
You should do an Undertale-esque theme.
I will have to listen to Undertale music. I have to figure out what it sounds like.
I just know the Megalovania one, or Megalomania. Yeah.
Megalovania. I know the name. I know I've
Megalovania, because Megalomania is a song in Live Alive, which is where Toby Fox got the name from. I knew it.
Yeah.
God, Live Alive is such a good game.
It's actually Live Alive.
It's not.
Could
You're
be
wrong.
I mean, I might be. I might be wrong, but who's to say?
I mean, I am, because I've...
My word versus yours.
I don't care.
Take it up in court.
No, they say it in the thing, man. They say it in the thing.
And you're just going to trust
them? Not in the game, but
over
like
your
in the
close
trailers.
Personal friend?
Yes.
What do they know?
I'm sure the Nintendo marketing people told them what to say.
Yeah, Nintendo marketing people. It's about what sells best, but not... You think truth sells best? Why do you think Subway has the slogan, eat fresh?
Dude, I'm always on the side of truth, and it doesn't... It tends to backfire.
Tell that to Immanuel Kant. See what he says about it. I don't know. He's a big truth guy, as far as I know. As far as I remember,
Immanuel spelled with an I. I spelled it the Hispanic way. Immanuel Kant was a German philosopher. More like Immanuel Kant, folks.
Now we're reaching back to what I said in high school when I learned about this.
Yeah. Whew, boy, the high school jokes were great. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Back to Atari. You know, it's a spin-off / subsidiary, or at least was for a time.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Of Atari. Nope. Chuck E. Cheese.
Interesting. Charles Entertainment Cheese. What's he up to these days? What's he getting
I don't know. I've watched...
Who do you think he voted for in the midterms?
Well, I guess... First of all, we have to figure out what counts. Okay, so his headquarters is in Irving, Texas. So we're going to say Chuck E. Cheese is a citizen of Texas. So he voted in the Texas one. He does not seem like a Beto kind of guy.
I'm trying to. I mean, he
definitely
children.
Voted for Greg Abbott.
I gotta say, he does love children. Yeah. But also...
So he's probably a fan of more of them existing. So he probably doesn't like abortion.
Yeah, he's like, I got to put my business first. You know, if there's no kids, who's coming to my
I think that contrast... I think that contrasts interestingly with Disney, because I feel like Disney has stopped caring about children almost entirely and is just making everything for like mid to late 20s, early 30s adults.
Yeah, I feel like everything Disney makes is targeted at me, and I still don't like it. Which, it's a nice change from like 2012 to 2018, where I felt like everything was for literal children. Like the era where they're doing Emoji Movie and the Angry Birds movie and like the Croods and all that.
Yeah.
There's a long stretch.
Those were for kids, but they're supposed to be.
There's a long stretch. So yeah. Yeah, there's a long stretch where, like, going to the movies, I'm like, nothing is made for me to watch anymore. Yeah. And now it's kind of swung the other way. You. Yeah, like Soul was for me specifically. Turning Red was for me specifically.
Well, Turning Red was specifically for like 30-year-old Canadian women who had Asian parents and a bad relationship with their mom, as was I guess not Canadian, but Everything Everywhere All at Once. Same movie.
Mm-hmm. And which one was better? Who's to say? One of them.
I mean, Everything Everywhere All at Once for sure.
Yeah,
because in that one the mom was correct.
Yep,
and the kid was bad.
I mean, the kid though, pretty sick.
No, I did not like her.
No, she was based, actually.
She was not based. She was twisted and evil.
No. She was based as hell, and I want her to take over Kanye's position at Gap. I want her doing
what's Kanye been up to these days?
Who cares?
I know he's like kind of... I know he's kind of been donezo, but Twitter's going to be donezo too in a hot minute.
Oh, yeah. It's heavily on the decline. Can we talk about, I mean, you've heard it everywhere, but the verification badge, truly one of God's biggest blunders.
Like the fact, like Elon's new iteration of it, or just the fact that it ever existed in the first place?
I mean, it was never good. But at least it had a purpose at the time.
I mean, I think we've all started to really learn what that purpose is again, you know?
Yeah. And then he just like
I think we might have forgotten.
In a different color. I love that he was just like, wait a minute, this was actually important to have, but I still want people to give me $8 a month. The people who have paid $8 and then just like cost pharmaceutical companies millions of dollars, I'm like, you're a cool guy.
That's kind of sick. Yeah.
Respect. So Elon is actually like the biggest driving force for anti-capitalist movements in my lifetime, probably.
Elon, it's so funny how the perception of Elon has changed.
It really
over
has.
The years.
It's
because like a decade ago,
not even a decade ago, like 3 years ago. Like 3 years ago, he was cool.
I'll say 5.
Yeah,
I think he was on the downswing.
I thought he was,
but
I thought that he was doing something good probably 5 years ago. I never really paid attention. I'm just like, oh, he's a PayPal guy and he invented electric cars. He was the guy who thought that was a good idea. He was the only one. Cool guy.
Well, I knew he was never like the guy who invented electric cars, and he's just been like kind of hijacking other people's ideas like since forever, you know, and generational wealth and all that stuff. I'm very woke, you see, but I was always like, yeah, like somebody like going all in on electric cars is like if they can at least just move the needle in that direction, that's probably a good thing, maybe.
Yeah.
If we can make the batteries for the electric cars like efficient. There's a whole lot of efficiencies that need to be met, which I don't think are being met yet.
No, absolutely not. The only thing that Tesla is doing to make money right now is selling carbon credits to other companies.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty much it. It's kind of a joke.
It's just like completely negated any benefit that the electric cars are having.
But like, I think more people who are into Elon, like at least that they were a few years ago, were into like SpaceX and him going to Mars, and then like the Starlink satellite internet stuff. Which, admittedly, if that actually works, is kind of cool. But
yeah, if it works, a lot of the stuff that he says, you're like, if that works, it's cool. And then as we've seen, none of it works.
None of it works. He just built a tunnel
doing, like,
under
solar roofs. He's like, what if we put a solar panel on every roof? And you're like, sure, sounds good. And
sure,
like,
yeah.
They don't hold up
Great.
in weather or actually function or, offset the cost of them over 25 years. Like, not effective.
So good.
And then he did a tunnel, and then you just like have taxis under Las Vegas, and then they break down and they're trapped there. And also just like inhaling exhaust fumes. You're like, wow, what a smart guy. Let's have him design rockets where people go to space.
Let's have him accidentally buy a social media platform. Although I don't know, I do sympathize with the desire to like move off of ad revenue for a thing. You know what I mean? Because like everything on the internet that people use, at least up front, nobody's spending money on any of it.
Yeah.
And like how the fuck are you supposed to make money off Twitter if not either adding memberships
or every like, social media.
How do you fucking make revenue off that? No one wants to spend money on Twitter. Why would anybody spend money on Twitter? That's a stupid thing to do.
Every social media is just the stock price only grows because user base grows. And if a social media is not consistently growing year over year, it loses any value.
Yeah.
So like,
because they're just ad delivery services at the end of the day, which is, I don't know, advertisement. Like it's like I like things for free, but
like you can't even pay for no ads. You pay for 50% ads.
Have you noticed that sometimes if you click on like an image or something, it'll just give you an ad?
I've gotten that maybe twice.
Like I'm looking at like fucking Pokemon leaks. And I'm clicking on images to like look at the leaked stuff, and then it's like, oh, here's like sports or something, like some sponsored post. I'm like, this isn't what I clicked on.
Yeah, what I do is I just
like the one.
Anytime I see a promoted post, I just block it, and then eventually I get unhinged ads of people who are just like, I kind of want more followers. Let me just promote my best banger.
Yeah. I don't
just get a promoted post.
Everything's getting worse, man.
What about a girl with a balloon instead of foreskin? You're like, wow, what a great promoted post.
I mean, that could be some people might really resonate with that.
Yeah, I might tweet that later. Yeah. Twitter is bad, and I love that it's going so horribly. I love that for Elon.
I love that it's a shithole.
I love, like, it's never been good, but like, it's been really funny the past few days. People costing huge corporations money and stock value and just dunking on Elon. It's been great. It's a great time. But it does look like it's very much a sinking ship, more so than it's ever been in the past.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw.
He's never going to financially recover from this.
No, absolutely not.
I mean, he will. He'll be fine. Twitter won't
He'll be fine. No, Twitter won't be fine. He'll be fine. He'll probably drop down on the richest people list, but whatever. Like he's not like he's gonna.
I don't think he even gives a shit about that.
No, really? It's not like he's ever gonna have to sell like a house or a car to be fine.
Yeah.
Even. Like he's never gonna struggle in his life for anything financially. But it's looking like when he does have to throw in the towel on Twitter, he's going to be like, and that's what I wanted all along.
He's like, yeah, my master plan was to get rid of Twitter because actually it's bad.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do because he's that kind of guy. And that's going to annoy me because anyone who still likes him at that point is going to be like, wow, 75 D chess. 4 billion IQ, Mr. Musk. I hate him.
It kind of true, honestly. It is the ultimate play to just kind of.
I mean, like it is the thing.
Get rid of everything.
It was very popular when I was growing up. At least I don't see it as much anymore. But like on TV and in movies, all the time, rich characters would just be like, "I'll buy this place and burn it to the ground." It happens in world famous movie Let's Go to Prison. Will Arnett threatens to buy the prison and burn it to the ground.
Maybe he should have done that. That would have been kind of sick.
He should have done that.
He should have done that.
You mean Will Arnett?
Why didn't he?
Both of them.
Both of them, yeah.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Yeah. So people that like him are going to be like, wow, what a genius. He hated Twitter and he got rid of it. But people just want to see someone be the smartest man alive. They just want
it's so weird.
Like with
Trump, want to rally behind like a genius.
Yeah, like with Trump, anytime someone like he's in the news for being the dumbest person alive, people are like, actually, he did this on purpose. And they'll just make up some roundabout reason. They do that with Elon, and they do that with Kanye too. Like even now, people are defending Kanye, being like, he just did this to get out of his contracts. That's what he wanted the whole time.
It's like, no, he's not that smart.
Yeah, like remember when he was bragging about having $10 billion?
He's arguably not smart at all.
He's one of the smartest people, but I think that he's very smart. He has zero forethought, and also he's really dumb. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm sure he's like smart in some instances, but I don't see him as like an intellectually big-brained guy. You know?
Yeah.
Like, is he creative and good at that stuff? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, he should really read a book.
Any book, I don't care. Read the Bible. I don't care. Read a book. Read QAnon. Just read something. Kanye, if you're listening, read any book. Read Goodnight Moon. Read chapter 1 of Harry Potter.
That would be
detrimental.
It'd be pretty funny.
He's a big movie guy. He references movies a lot in his work. I would love if he just started referencing Harry Potter. Like, just to hear him rhyme about Ronald Weasley.
I don't really want to find out where he stands on the J.K. Rowling issue.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to know.
I'm not going to be. I could figure it out. Yeah, it's not going to be what you want it to be.
Oh, it won't.
No matter who you are, it's not going to be what you want it to be. if you agree with her or you don't, you're not going to like Kanye's take on it.
It's going to be the worst of both worlds. Like, somehow everyone's going to be really mad about it.
Yeah. He's like, trans women are women, but they're better than other people.
Yeah.
I don't know. But also,
trans women are women, but they're better.
Yeah.
They're the next evolution.
Yeah, it's an evolutionary thing.
Yeah.
He's going to do like a Cis Lives Matter shirt. What a cool guy. You okay over there?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm chilling.
I'm chilling too.
I'm sleepy
who's not chilling?
I ate breakfast. Who?
Rayshawn Parson.
I don't know who that is. Is this a crime?
Yeah, nobody does. This is a crime.
Okay, I was like, is this a famous? Like, I don't fucking know.
No. So this is a crime. This article that I'm reading is from 2007. It's a little bit of an older crime. Can't vote yet, but a little bit of an older crime. And so Rayshawn Parson, 21 years old at the time, he was charged with federal kidnapping for allegedly taking a baby from a hospital in Lubbock, Texas. Maybe you're familiar with it.
Lubbock.
Lubbock. Shout out Lubbock. Lubbock.
Have I driven? Lubbock. That's what the locals call it. They call it Lubbock.
Yeah. Where does the French chicken say?
Like.
Lubbock.
Oh, Lubbock. That's gross. Yeah. I would never want to live out there.
West Texas. They're taking babies.
I'd rather kill myself.
They're kidnapping babies. So this guy, he goes into Covenant Lakeside Hospital. I'll dox it. It's a good hospital. Go there.
Oh, jeez.
So
is it a good hospital?
No, probably not. So this baby gets kidnapped, right? And so there's a journalist who has to write about this crime in the newspaper. And she's writing this article about a kidnapped baby. And she's like, this really makes Lubbock, Texas look bad. That we're just like letting babies get kidnapped. Like, this is not good press for our hospital. So she's like, I gotta set out to prove that this could happen to anyone, right? You know, it's not a local issue. So she heads over to Amarillo. Am I saying that right? Amarillo? I assume it's Amarillo.
Yeah, it is. It actually, it's Amarillo. There's a lot of like Spanish words in Texas that you pronounce like a white person because it's terrible. Yeah.
Cool country that you have there. So, she goes to Amarillo and goes into an Amarillo hospital and is like, I'm going to steal one of these babies just to be like, could have been anybody. Don't look at us like we suck. We have no hospital security. Nobody does. Not even goddamn Amarillo can handle this. So she tries to kidnap a baby. In 10 minutes, she's arrested. So
nice.
Didn't go great. And then gets out. Was not like charged with kidnapping. Gets out.
Yeah.
Goes to another Amarillo hospital. Does it again. Gets arrested again. So not great.
Stealing babies, man. That's not
stealing babies. Not even for the love of the game. Just doing it to prove a point. And she was proven wrong twice. Yeah, they're like, Miss, you need to leave. And she was like, I'm a reporter. I'm investigating a story right now. And they're like, you can't steal a 2-day-old baby to investigate your little newspaper story.
That's the equivalent of me saying like, I would like be digging through dumpsters or like trying to steal shit in high school and be like, oh, this is for an art project. And people are glad to let you do it if you say it's for an art project.
Yeah. She should have said art project. Maybe you should
steal a baby and just be like, yeah, she should have said art project. That would have gotten her out of it.
It's for an art project. And
I think that would have worked.
Take a picture of this baby in a trash can, but the trash can is on like a red felt pillow, like a real royal looking pillow with gold tassels. It's a baby in a trash can. What does that say about society?
Yeah, dude, we live in one.
You're telling me, brother. So arraigned on 2 charges of attempted aggravated kidnapping, each of which carries a maximum prison term of up to 20 years and a $10,000 fine. $10,000 seems a little low for stealing a baby.
I agree.
But I guess it is attempted. It's weird that they make a distinction of like if you were good at it or not. You know what I mean? It's like I get it, but it's weird.
I think you should be punished harder if you try and fail.
Like, if you attempt to kill somebody, you shoot them, and they're just, like, in a hospital for a month, and then they get out. It's attempted murder, and it's a lesser sentence. But, like, you still have the full intention of killing them.
You sure did.
Yeah. So anyway, this is Cecilia Lynn Coy Jones. She was 33 at the time, a little too old to be making this kind of mistake. And then she claimed that she never intentionally entered any private areas, although surveillance video shows her within arm's length of a nurse and a newborn baby and in areas police describe as clearly posted as restricted. So,
well, you don't want to be near this restricted area.
Yeah, you can't be. What are you?
And you can't be
Hermione
caught doing
Granger?
that.
What are you, Hermione Granger?
What if Hermione Granger was trans?
She might be.
I think that's my headcanon, and that's me getting back at J.K. Rowling.
I mean, she is a bit of a furry. I just watched last night The Chamber of Secrets. And in that
the Chamber Pot of Secrets. Oh boy!
In that film, she does turn herself into a cat lady. She gets into her fursona.
What if instead of like Persona 5, it was Fursona 5?
Mm-hmm. What does that look like?
A furry parody game of Persona 5. Yeah.
Nice. You really fleshed that bit out.
Yeah.
I asked the follow-up question.
Instead of going into the subconscious minds of the crimes that people commit, it's like going into somebody's subconscious and figuring out what their persona is.
It's going into the subconscious mind of a bad dog.
I don't like that. I don't like the implication there at all.
You think I like it?
I mean,
the implication
you said it.
That you don't like being there are no bad dogs. They're all good boys.
They're sure.
That was your problem. So yeah, that's my crime. It's poorly proving that your town is the same as everybody else's by proving that it's not. Shout out Lubbock. I hope you have upped your hospital security since 2007.
I mean, I forgot all this was happening like not that long ago. Like, because this sounds like shit you would pull in like the 80s,
Yeah.
It could kind of get away with it.
So it was post-millennium.
Post-millennium?
Yeah. Like,
Stronger
Stronger was on the radio. Sorry to bring up Kanye again, but like, Stronger was dominating the radio waves, and she's kidnapping babies.
When did like Heartless come out?
2008.
I did not care for it. I hated that song, actually. Not even just didn't care for it.
It's fine. It's not the best song on the album. If you want the best song,
it was just on the radio a lot.
Yeah. I'm not going to say it publicly. DM me if you want to know the best song on 808s and Heartbreaks.
What was Love Lockdown on? I hated that too.
That was on the same album.
That was bad.
One of the most influential albums of all time.
Influential to you?
No. None of my music sounds anything like that album. But for that album to have come out in 2008 and everything on the radio pretty reminiscent of that to this day. I mean,
and it's bad.
Radio, but I think
the only good stuff on the radio is like stuff that's just clearly like ripping off 80s pop. That's good.
Incorrect. Actually, I don't listen to the radio, so I can't confirm. Actually, I don't know what's on the radio.
Well, I hear a Doja Cat song on the radio, and I say no thanks.
Queen.
I hear a Lizzo song on the radio, and I'm like, it's about damn time to change the station. Whew.
No.
Got him.
I mean, I would respect the wordplay, but I like Lizzo too much, so that's a miss.
Really?
That's a miss for me. I love Lizzo. Shout out Lizzo. Lizzo, come on the show. You don't need to defend anything. Yeah, I like Lizzo.
I don't.
I had a bit of an anti-Lizzo phase when she was taking her butt out at NBA games. I'm like, this is a family event for children.
Yeah.
But that was
no one should be taking their butt out.
Yeah. But then I'm like...
After that, you stop caring.
Yeah. That's enough. She's got some bangers.
I
mean, if we're going to hold... Not to do whataboutism, but to do it. If we're going to hold...
not to do something, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah. I'm not going to say who may have done something a little bit worse than that, but it was Nicki Minaj and Cardi B.
What'd they do?
Nicki Minaj is like married to a rapist, and her brother is also a rapist. And she's like,
oh yeah, I knew all that. Yeah.
And then Cardi B is also a rapist herself, and she would like drug men and rob them, and then brag about it.
Doja Cat's really the next in line of the Nicki and Cardi B kind of vibe.
I mean, she's
so I can't wait for her crimes to be unearthed.
I mean, her crimes have been unearthed. She was just like cringe as a teenager on whatever video website it was.
she was just a white supremacist being cringe as a teenager, one might say.
I mean, you know, we've all been cringe as a teenager.
Not like that.
Some of us has been cringe as a teenager well into their 20s. It's just, you know, the way of the West, as it is, as it were, as it can be.
Well, I don't know about that.
That's fair. No, that's fair. I agree with you. Yeah. What have you been up to?
I did an early Thanksgiving yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I made mashed potatoes.
Yeah. What's cool. Your recipe?
Okay, so I use a mix of Yukon Gold and russet. More Yukon Gold.
Shout out Yukon Golds.
Yukon Golds are like kind of the goated potato.
Canadian made.
Really? That's crazy.
Yukon. You know what's fucked up?
Sure.
They definitely don't grow potatoes in the Yukon. That's just a frozen tundra.
Yeah. That's where you dig for gold.
Yeah. Yukon Golds are from
watched some shows about that.
They're from Prince Edward Island. And they are goated, actually.
They're a pretty great potato. But I use those, and then I put them through a ricer instead of just mashing them. And that was kind of sick. And then another trick is you take some of the boil water from boiling the potatoes and using that instead of using like milk or cream or whatever. You can still use milk and cream, but you get a more potatoy vibe.
Yeah, it's like using the pasta water in your sauce or whatever.
It kind of is like that, yeah. And then, I had some garlic and butter. It was like 2 sticks of butter in the whole thing.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. But it was a lot of potatoes. So, like, it's not like everyone was eating just pure fat. And then some chives. That was it. They're pretty good. Pretty good potatoes. I did a good job, I think.
Yeah, send some over my way.
No one spat them out. I got some leftovers. Yeah. So I didn't do that good of a job because there were leftovers. But okay, yeah, they're already in a Tupperware, so it should be pretty easy.
Just put
and then
put a little ice pack in there. It'll be fine.
Well, I'm taking Emmy to the vet on Tuesday
for
she's fine,
a yearly
she
checkup.
Needs to get her little. Yeah, she needs to get her yearly checkup that she hasn't had in quite a while because of the pandy and then me forgetting.
Yeah. She's doing all right.
But she's fine. And as an indoor cat, it's like she doesn't go outside.
For spine problems or something. I don't know.
I don't know what they do. I think they have to give her shots and stuff, but I'm like, she doesn't.
They're anti-vax for cats.
I get it. For indoor cats, they don't. She doesn't need to. I mean,
the difference between a cat and a cat with autism is basically nothing. So, what do you have to lose?
Exactly. That's true. No, but I don't know. Emmy doesn't like being in her carrier, and I feel bad, kind of traumatizing her every time I have to move her around in it.
Yeah.
So I prefer to just not put her in a carrier if I can avoid it.
Just put her in a cardboard box.
No, she would hate that. She doesn't like being picked. She's very particular. Very particular.
What about
cat.
Those the cat carriers that look like little spacesuits, like a little rocket ship with the window?
It's like a backpack.
Yeah,
that would be fun. I don't think she'd like that either. I mean, maybe she would like it if I walked all the way over to the vet, but she does not like the drive. Yeah. She will cry constantly from the beginnings. Literally, she will do that.
Yeah, that was my
incessantly. You did a great job, but she do that the whole time, and it's. I'm driving her out to my dad's. That's an hour of her just nonstop meowing, and I'm like, dude, don't you? You're not gonna. Aren't you gonna get tired?
Yeah, just take a nap.
Yeah, it's fine. And then sometimes she'll poop in her carrier because she's so upset.
Yeah.
So I feel quite bad for her, but you got to get your shots, I guess.
Yeah.
Make sure she's doing okay.
My shots. Do you get your flu shot?
I try to. My mom went out of her way to tell me not to get another COVID vaccine. She's like, I'm going to send you some stuff that says that you shouldn't get it. I'm like, okay.
How many COVID shots are you willing to get?
I mean, I've only gotten the first one because I got the Johnson & Johnson, so I was like, one and done. And then I kind of forgot, basically. Honestly.
You have no.
Right now, yeah. So basically,
you're
now,
essentially unvaxxed.
Yeah, well, I got COVID in May, so that's probably also out of my system at this point. So yeah, I'm kind of just winging it.
I hope I have COVID right now.
Why? Does it get you out of something, or?
Yeah, life.
You just want to be sick. Yeah, true.
So true.
I want to quit my job so bad.
Oh yeah, I'm right there.
I'm this close.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about it
this close to ending it. Yeah.
I like telling people that I'm not going to show up the next day, and then maybe I don't show up.
Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Yeah,
Maybe. And everyone's like, "Okay, I don't care. Nobody nobody will care.
It was like, yeah,
whatever. That's fine.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Your contribution to this company is not all that relevant in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. I wish I was that irrelevant, honestly.
The thing is that you are, they just won't tell you.
They won't?
Every job that I've had before this one, I don't know if this is just because I have like extreme anxiety, but I was pretty thoroughly convinced that if I quit, the entire company would fall apart. And that's not because I'm good at any job.
I feel like vibes-wise, my office would fall apart without me. But like, if I quit, I think they'd get over it pretty fast.
Yeah. Realistically.
The vibes would be so rancid without me.
Yeah.
Or maybe they didn't.
Just like this podcast, the vibes would be horrible without you. And famously, our best performing
Everyone's always clamoring for me to leave, and then it's
famously our best performing episodes are not the ones where you're not here and it's just me and Arthur. Those episodes do not do on average better than the ones with you.
I wonder if, because there's not been very many episodes that you've not been on.
Yeah,
it's been like me and Jillian, and then the Boys Round Table, and King Curtis. And I don't think any of those did. Shout out King Curtis, man. I don't think any of those did particularly worse than normal. I think they were all fine. They weren't the dirty laundry episode that some inexplicably was doing numbers, but
yeah. If you are here from listening to the dirty laundry episode, what happened?
Just like write in and tell us why.
What happened? I want to.
We need to have Jillian back on the podcast, and then so we can directly ask, be like, "Are you just like telling Tinder guys about podcasts that you've been on, and then you like link the dirty laundry episode, and that's why so many people start listening to it because that's the only logical explanation."
Yeah, I'm gonna check the statistics once again. Let's. All right. Yeah. Still getting about one download a day. And this shit's over a year old. This is 14 months old.
That's so stupid.
It also had a spike that was significantly bigger than when it dropped. Yeah. It spiked to bigger than when it dropped, and now it's getting quite a bit. Genuinely almost our biggest episode at this point. So that's good. I'm glad that happened. Folks, if you...
I'm always glad when anybody listens, I'm like, wow, I get to ruin somebody's day just a little bit.
What is this time frame? In this month, here's a fun little fact for you.
Fun little facts for me or for the royal you.
This is a little peek behind the curtain of the statistics. In this month, is a country that I don't think we've gotten downloads from before. 2 downloads from Greece. Pretty cool.
I'm almost certain that it's like Truck using a VPN.
I'm gonna say that it's Grecian men. I'm gonna say that it's
they're tuning in and they're like, "This, it's good."
Yeah, philosophical
it's Socrates.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Socrates. I think it was Plato, but
I think it was Socrates, dude.
Yeah, all right, might be Socrates.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Who am I to say?
It might be Socrates.
This might be Socrates.
Dude, I'm thinking it might just be Socrates.
I guess that's the title of this episode.
I'm thinking it might just be Socrates.
With like a space so they know that we're saying it wrong.
Yeah. Well, have you not seen Bill and Ted? Well, I guess
I've seen it.
Yeah. So
I know the ref.
But you can't. I guess phonetically you would just say it would look like Socrates, but no, that's Socrates.
It is. I mean, that's how they said it back in the day. They're just kind of, they're gussying it up.
Yeah, they want to sound real smart, like real learned men. But
they're just like,
because we're the real learned men.
They're unemployed pedophiles that are just like, what if I thought about something and that meant that I was smart? Anyway, I'm going to go wrestle a 9-year-old.
You can still do that today. It's called getting a philosophy degree.
Yeah.
I'm not firing shots at anybody in particular. Yeah.
A doctorate in philosophy. Anyway, that's the episode. Do you have any plugs? I think you do. I think you might.
I think I might, yeah, because later, and hopefully within, 48 hours or something, less than that, I will be doing a Pokemon unboxing video, and if I can edit it and get it online like Monday or Tuesday morning, then it'll be kind of timely. Hopefully Monday morning, but we'll see. But yeah, so Pokemon unboxing video for a new set, Silver Tempest. Check it out on Robinson B. Caruso at YouTube. Yes, I think that's the only plug I have.
It's a great video. I love the theme song in that video.
Yeah, it's a new one. You've never heard it before, actually.
Yeah.
So, there will be a new theme, new background music, right?
Yep, there will be new background music. Listen to the Doug Zone, new theme song on the Doug Zone Patreon coming next episode. And new theme song on this one. Wow, what a banger. Sounded just like, I forget what we said, Megalovania? Sure, why not? Why not? That's the episode.
Yeah.
Glad to have you. If you know anybody that should be on a podcast, tell them to reach out to us.
Anyone at all, please.
Anyone at all. If you know someone that would be good on a podcast, that's preferable. But if you know someone that just should be on a podcast, whether they would be good or not, send them our way.
Yeah. We'll platform them, irregardless of if we should. I mean,
only if they are interesting. I don't care what you say, as long as it's captivating in some capacity.
As long as it's kind of based,
Yeah. Find the most famous person who's in your contact list, and then just text them on Bad Boy Crimes, and we'll see what happens.
Well, we sure will.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe. All right. Thanks for listening, folks. That's been a crime podcast. I didn't have anything. Good night.
Good night.